Hey guys, welcome back to Double D in the Morning. This is Double D in the Sunday Morning, episode 28, How to Not Care What People Think, part 24. How to Not Be Jealous. Because there is a multitude of things that people could do that people are going to care about. And that aligns with jealousy. If you don't care what people think, you're not going to get jealous. Like, let's say your next door neighbor has a better house than you, or that you think. Ignore that. Or if they're saying something to try to get a rise out of you, ignore that too. Like, ooh, look at my new fresh garden or my new whatever. Ignore that, because they're trying to make you act like you're jealous and trying to get a rise out of you. Ignore the ignorance is what I'm getting at. That there's going to be people out there that are going to try to get a jealous rise out of you just to get some show and some entertainment. Because they want to fight. Ignore that. The best thing to do is just to walk away in one of those kind of scenarios. Another example, let's say you've got the best car you can afford, but your obnoxious neighbor has this new Mustang or new Ford GT something, or Ford pickup. Ignore that too, because they're just doing it to get a rise out of you. Your everything that you've got is fine. It might not be what the obnoxious, jealous type is trying to get out of you, but just ignore it. That's the best way to win with those kind of people. Ignore the kind of response they're wanting and just walk away. Let's say that you've got a new neighbor and they're acting like their new house is Graceland or the White House. And yours is okay looking, but it's not like theirs. They're just asking for a response. Don't be jealous with that kind of scenario either. I mean, yeah, there's your average house, and then there's a Property Brother house or curb appeal. But we can't all have that. Be happy with what you have, and don't get jealous, because that's what they're wanting. Another obnoxious, jealousy-seeking trait that I can't stand, that people should just ignore, is having a body like a model or like a David Beckham type. You're fine the way you are. Don't let that obnoxious, jealous-seeking attitude make you want to be something that'll probably take you years to be. And if you don't succeed at that, then that's fine. Don't give in to the unsportsmanlike contact attitude of trying to be the best. Don't let that jealousy-like attitude make you try to be something that deep down you probably either could or couldn't do. There's no guarantee with that. Either way, keep trying. But by the way, I'm not saying don't dream and think about things you'd like to do. Just don't be envious about it and make it your life's goal to try to achieve something that you'll probably never achieve. But keep trying. And what I mean by that is I'm disabled and I would love to be Bob Ross. But I'm never going to be Bob Ross. Instead of being super envious of things that you would like to do as a dream job or a dream tactic, work with what you know that you can do and achieve what you can achieve, instead of getting this childlike jealousy and envy of things that are a dream thing. And that's just what they are. They're a fantasy. Seek what you can seek. And don't develop this envious attitude over, I'm not Jeff Gordon, or I'm not as funny as Jeff Foxworthy or Bill Engvall. Find your greatness in something and seek it out. Because everybody has something that they're good at. And that way you can find a good in something you don't have to be so envious about, because you're not doing, a Jeff Foxworthy or a Jeff Gordon or something like that. There's always going to be someone that does something a little bit better than you. A Walt Disney, a Jeff Bezos, a Elon Musk, a something like that. A curb appeal person like on HGTV, the Property Brothers. Don't be envious of something that you're not. Be happy with what you are and what you can do. Because nobody's Superman, so it's pointless to get jealous over not being able to do everything. Find a one thing that you're good at and fixate on that. And let it be something that you're the only one that knows how to do it. Like, for instance, a lot of us would like to be Elvis, but that kind of jealousy is really, really overrated, because search for a goal that you can achieve. No one's going to be Elvis. Take it if you're a popular sports person, a basketball in your local area, and you're good at something. Basketball, baseball, football. You can go as far with that as you want, but probably only to college. And don't get too jealous about it, because not everybody's going to make it to the pros. So you're wasting your time getting upset with, I'm not Peyton Manning, or I'm not Eddie George, or I'm not Michael Jordan, or I'm not Kevin Durant, or Steph Curry. You're probably not going to end up being one of them anyway. That's not a put down, it's just the truth. Another thing not to be jealous about is not making it into animation. You can do some digital animation like a YouTuber, but the animation industry is so hard to get into. I've done a lot of research on it. So don't be envious if you're not. Plus, it's a cutthroat business anyway. Do a different form of animation, like a YouTuber or digital software. Because trust me, you don't want to work in the real business. I know I'm saying this twice, but you don't want to work in show business. And it's such a cutthroat to get into, and once you're into it, it's cutthroat. But it's slim to none. You're only going to end up being like Seth MacFarlane or Ron Howard or Butch Hartman anyway. They have worked from the bottom to the top, to the top, to the bottom, to the side, it took them forever to get that way. Well, another thing to not get jealous about that you might want to do or might not, you're not going to be Kelsey Grammer or John Mahoney. You might be, but chances are you're not going to be. So don't be envious about the actors. It took them years to get to A-list. You could be an A-list something else. Go find something that you can do. But show business is something you don't want to do. For you other YouTube watchers that might develop a bit of jealousy, I'm willing to admit that I have a little bit about this particular thing. You could be a motivational speaker, but you could try to be like Darman, but it's not going to happen overnight. Darman was one of my inspirations, but his kind of success, he's worth $150 million, and his is a business. Don't be jealous if you don't become like a Darman or Life Lessons with Louise or Lewis. That don't happen to any of those guys overnight. They've got big studios and whatnot. But don't be jealous because you're not them within a month or 6 months. It took them years to become who they are. And any of those top people, it took them a while to become who they became. But don't be jealous that you're not them right away. Let's say you've developed another YouTube envious. You want to be Watch Mojo, or Miss Mojo, or Mojo Plays, or any of those kind of channels that's a top 10. Those top 10 YouTubers, same thing with Darman and Life Lessons channel that I mentioned. It takes them forever to get that right, a week or whatever. Find something that's a niche that you want to succeed in and work at it, and instead of being jealous, work at the goal and get to the goal. Let's say that you've got a neighbor, or you live in a neighborhood with beautiful yards, and yours is not ugly, but just lackluster compared to the other ones. Fix it up if you want, but don't be jealous because they got the better ones and go attack them or something. Don't be a Karen about your jealousy. Channel that anger into a positive, make your bad situation better. Let's say you're a mom and pop business that has billboards, but this big name budget business that's making you jealous has better billboards. Instead of getting jealous, get back up in the morning and just try again. Quit it with the jealous attitude about things like that. Just quit. Because jealousy is pointless. Jealousy is what babies and toddlers do. You want to be a man or a grown woman, don't you? Let's say you're in the construction in some way, but you're just a draftsperson instead of an architect. Be the best draftsperson you can be. You don't have to be an architect. There's no reason to be jealous about that. Succeed in what you can succeed in. Don't set your life goals on jealousy and trying to be other things that you know you just can't be. Achieve what's the achievable for your life. Like, I wasn't my school's valedictorian, but I wasn't super jealous about it. You should not care if you don't reach the ultimate goal. You're setting an unachievable goal for yourself if you're going to try to be the top person in everything. Find something that you really want to succeed at, and it's okay if you just make the top 5. You don't have to be number 1. Envious and jealousy is not only a sin, but it could honestly, I think, kill someone. You put so much stress on yourself to try to be the best. Be the best you can be. You don't have to be Superman or Gabriel or something like that, or John the Baptist. You're not one of them. You're not. Be who you are. There's nothing wrong with just being you. The jealousy is going to take a hold of you, and it's going to corrupt you. So in conclusion, quit being jealous about these petty things and just enjoy your life the way it is. And if you like today's video, remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification bell to Double D in the morning. And follow me on my Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook fan group, Drew's YouTube fan group, and my TikTok, Drew Dwight Moore 31. And don't forget to join me next Sunday for Double D in the Sunday Morning 29, How Not to Care What People Think 25, How to Clear Your Head of All Negativeness. And also, if you're going to follow me on social media, give me some ideas in the comments. The comments are also where my social media handles are. And if you like this channel, you'll love my other channel, A Slice of Life with Drew Moore. It's about inspirational stuff like this video.